Hi everyone, and thanks for being with me. Now, this is a really unusual post because this is about a person whom I didn't know even existed, but apparently he does, and everybody's getting their knicker in a knot because this man has been appointed as a United States ambassador to Malaysia, and he's Australian, and who cares? Well, I don't. But it does make interesting commentary because it just illustrates how stupid Donald Trump is. So Donald Trump apparently has nominated Nick Adams, who was from Sydney originally, and there's a bit of a story about him, and I'll go into that in a moment. But he's nominated him because apparently Donald Trump has read some books that he's written, which is celebrating who Donald Trump is, and that is the greatest president ever, apparently. So, of course, if you're going to say nice things like that to Donald Trump, of course you'll probably get whatever you want. And of course, this has made Nick's dreams come true. Now, I'm not going to place any aspersions on Nick, whether he's a nice guy or not. I don't know him. I'm only going to report back to you the things that we hear about and other reportings. But I don't know. I'll leave the decision to you. I think the important thing to remember here is that this is Donald Trump being Donald Trump. This is, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see how Sky News are going to respond around this, because they're probably going to celebrate this bloke because he was a member of the Liberal Party. He actually lost. He was actually kicked out of the Liberal Party because his behaviour apparently was pretty bad at one stage. But nevertheless, he is a man who clearly has a great deal of influence in the US, and I think he only went there in 2021 or something, and he immigrated there and became a citizen back in 2021. Good for him. So let's find out a little bit more about him. And there's an article in The Guardian, there's one in the Sydney Morning Herald, and there's one all over the place. So in this particular article, in 2023, Trump picks former Sydney councillor and self-described, I like this bit, a self-described alpha male, Nick Adams, as ambassador for Malaysia. In 2023, posts on X, Adams listed his interest, including restaurant chain Hooters. What does that tell you about the guy? You decide. Rare steaks, extremely heavy weights. So he's a muscle builder and is a Christian right-wing crazy, I would suggest. Even though it's just one of his favourite books, of course, is the Bible. So he's a former councillor, self-described alpha male. Donald Trump's picked him for the new US ambassador to Malaysia. So he posted in a post to X after his nomination, Nick Adams thanked the US president for the honour of a lifetime, saying that in your America, all dreams come true. And I guess the point there is that in Australia, if you're part of the Liberal Party and they don't like you, then clearly the only place that you could find any sort of solace, any form of meaning, happens to be the United States. So be it. But I'll just play for you also the report, part of the report from the ABC when this became apparent this morning. And this is what they had to say about it, which gives you a little bit more information, I think.
A former Sydney local councillor turned conservative influencer and self-proclaimed alpha male has been named as Donald Trump's pick for the US ambassador to Malaysia. North American correspondent Carrington Clark joins us now from Washington. Good morning, Carrington. What do we know about Nick Adams?
Yeah, Nick Adams has risen to prominence here in the United States, in part because Donald Trump has publicly endorsed two of his books. But back in Australia, he served as a deputy mayor in Ashfield, which is kind of the inner western suburbs of Sydney. And he had a colourful political history there. The Liberal Party moved to suspend him after he verbally insulted a local journalist about his attendance at council meetings. He's moved to the United States in 2012. 2012 and really attached himself to the MAGA movement. He's become well known as a commentator, as a motivational speaker, and he sells himself as an alpha male who he says eats rare steaks and likes to go to the restaurant Hooters. Now, he has taken to social media today to thank the US president for nominating him for this prestigious role.
To the country that has given me so much, I am humbled and honoured to be in a position to give back. I look forward to my confirmation process before esteemed senators. Mr. President, I pledge to you that I will never falter in representing the interests of the United States, both at home and abroad.
Now, the United States differs from Australia in the nature of the ambassadorial appointments. A lot of them are political. They are used as a way to reward high-profile supporters and particularly fundraisers.
Yep, we certainly know all that. But I think the exciting thing is we got rid of him. And it sounds like he's probably, he might have some deficits. He might have something, if he's a really MAGA supporter and he thinks and believes in the stuff that Donald Trump and the crazies, the cult believe in, then I guess it's probably better that the United States has him than we do. Even though I am a wee bit concerned that Malaysia is pretty close to Australia. So, and whether or not we'll find a way to, I don't know, maybe the Labor Party could find a way to ensure that any passports or whatever that he might have to Australia get cancelled. Who knows? Let me know what you think about all of that. I think it's a bit of a joke. But it does indicate to us all that that if you're a friend of Trump's and if you write a book and you tell him how great he is, even though he's never read a book in his life, I'm sure that you will be able to find yourself a nice, cosy job. And clearly, Mr. Adams has done just that. Good for him. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. In the meantime, take care. Look after yourself.